everybody, Happy New Year and welcome to our New Year's resolution series. I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're focusing on zone 2 cardio. So we're getting the heart rate up a little bit, but not too much. But before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on all of the workouts that we put out every week, including this entire series. You don't want to miss it. Hey everybody, if you're here, you are getting ready for some zone 2 cardio. All you're gonna need today is your mat. Well, not even your mat, just some open space and your body. We're gonna be getting that heart rate up a little bit, but it should feel like a moderate intensity bout of exercise. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up, and we're just gonna start with some marching in place. So if you don't know what zone 2 cardio is, we're working on getting that heart rate up to about 60 to 75% of your heart rate max. And if you don't have a way to track your heart rate, that's totally fine. There's some other ways that you can monitor this. So thinking about a scale of intensity of 1 to 10, you want to be about a 6. So a little smidge over that midway mark. So you should feel like you could talk to a friend while you're doing this. You might be a little breathless, but it's not gonna be like you're completely out of breath, all right? So kind of keep that in mind throughout the workout. This marching here is gonna be our home base. So for the next 10 minutes, we're moving the entire time. So keep that in mind as well to kind of monitor your intensity. Another few seconds here and we'll switch it up. Good. And taking a couple deep breaths here, slowing it down, we're coming to some high knees. Slow high knees, lifting those knees a little bit higher. We have 6 exercises today, 40 seconds per exercise, and then 20 seconds we're going back to that home base of marching. Good. Using your abs to pull those knees up. And in 5 seconds, we're switching it up and coming into some butt kickers, nice and slow. So these types of workouts, this moderate intensity, is a great way to balance out your higher intensity workouts. So you're still getting the benefits of exercise with minimizing some of that impact. You know, not everything has to be super high intensity all the time. In 5 seconds, we're moving into our first move. Take a moment or so to reset, and then we're going into step jacks. So we're here for 40 seconds. And then at the end of these 40 seconds, we'll head back into that marching. Good. So this 10 minutes is kind of like a launching point for you, right? So the recommendation is to get about 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity exercise, and that's for all kinds of health benefits. But we want to make sure that you're not just doing this once and then done with our, let's head back into marching, and then done with our moderate intensity exercise. So you can either repeat this video, you can go for a walk outside, you can ride on your bike, whatever it is. Just make sure you're trying to shoot for that 150 minutes per week, breaking it up however you want. All right, next exercise, we're coming into a little mini squat, stepping side and side. And if any of these exercises don't feel good for you, you can just go back to that marching. You don't have to do this exact exercise if for some reason it feels a little funky. The main idea is just that we're moving the entire 10 minutes. So we're not stopping. All of our recovery is active recovery. All right, 10 more seconds. Beautiful. All right, and we're back into that marching. Good. Shake it out. Slow it down a little bit if it's starting to feel too intense. Oh, you keep going while I tie my shoe. I just untied it. Great job. A few more seconds. Good. And then heading back into, similar to the step jacks, we're reaching across and across. Tapping that toe out to the side. Control your breathing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Great. Amazing job. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep moving through it. In 3, 2, 1, and we're back into that marching. Great. You can even do this from a seated position if you're not feeling the standing today. Like I said, as long as you're moving your body, that's the whole goal here. And do like a little check. How do you feel? All right, coming back into that quarter squat, sitting the hips back, and we tap one toe and then the other. 40 seconds. Settle in. Great. If you feel like your legs are getting a little tired, just come up out of that squat a little bit, and we're just tapping. Yeah. Awesome. All right, last 10. The good news is we don't have to do these exercises once they're done. They're done. All right. And back to our marching. Okay, our next exercise is probably one of the more challenging ones of this sequence. We're gonna do inchworms if you're familiar with that. If not, I'll show you. I'm just gonna go ahead and march over to the side of my mat here. All right, so reaching up for the sky, walking your hands down to your mat or your workout space, walking it out into a plank or modified plank, and then back up. Great work. As you walk it out, engaging your core, keeping your abs nice and tight. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach. And back to our marching. We've got one more exercise. Use this time to catch your breath a little bit. I know that's a tough one. All right. So last exercise, they're gonna be slow skaters. So if you know what a skater is, it's just a low intensity version of that. And we're stepping behind and behind. So almost like a curtsy lunge. You're just not going down quite as deep, and it's a little bit faster. It's the main point, rather than working on strength like we do in a curtsy lunge, is just to keep your body moving. Keeping that heart rate up in that 60 to 75% in our zone 2. All right, last 10 seconds, and then we cool it down. All right, and we're into marching for not quite a full minute, about 50 seconds. These last 20 will be at this faster pace, and then we'll slow it down. All right. Great work, everybody. Good. And we can slow it down, maybe bring those knees up a little higher. Move from side to side. Keep moving here though. We're slowly bringing that heart rate down. I know this was moderate intensity, but when you're exercising, especially at high intensity, it's so important to gradually let that heart rate come down so your body can adjust from that higher demand of exercise to that lower demand of resting. All right, shake it out. Let's come down to the mat, and then stepping your right foot forward into a half a kneeling hip flexor stretch. Hinging forward a little bit if you need that extra stretch here. And just feeling that heart rate come down, your breathing rate come down. You can reach your hand up overhead here to get a little extra stretch through your hip flexor. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And we'll come into a half kneeling hamstring stretch, extending your right leg out in front of you. Perfect. All right, let's switch sides. Right foot comes forward. And in our New Year's resolution series, Ashley does a really great stretch and recovery video. So if you need a little extra stretching after this, I encourage you to check that out. Awesome work. Great job showing up for yourself today and in this new year. So many great things ahead of you. All right, come on back up. We'll take an upper back stretch, interlacing the fingers together, rounding the upper back, kind of imagining your spine coming into a C shape, pulling your belly button in towards your spine, tucking your chin. And come on back up, open the hands, and then same thing, clasping the hands behind the back, opening the chest, getting that nice chest stretch. And that is all I have for you today. Like I said, you can repeat this video to get a little extra time in or go for a walk outside. But either way, great job today. I'm so proud of you, and we'll see you here next time.